Hello and welcome back to the second game between Fort Wayne and Toledo. The puck drops center ice where Fort Wayne won the face-off. David Ben takes the puck from the Fort Wayne Force defenseman. Coming back the other way as the Fort Wayne has a little bit of a breakup. And that breakout shot wide over A.J. Cherokee' right shoulder. Puck zooms around the Toledo zone to the near side boards. Hard to see over there. And looks like Jamison Rose comes away with it, sends it off the glass and around to David Ben, who breaks out with Rhino Ridings. Ridings down the left-hand side. Looking to cut across and loses the puck off the end of the stick. Regains control, hits the break, and gets checked from behind twice. And scrum for the puck. Looks like Toledo's going to come away with it. Rhino Ridings charges towards the net, hits the brakes, gets caught up in another battle against the boards. Jamison Rose comes away with it. He shoots and he scores! Jamison Rose found a way to get that puck away from the battle along the boards behind the net and kept it on the ice right underneath the pads of the Fort Wayne goalie. That'll make it 1-0 Toledo. First shift, Toledo up 1-0, coming out on fire. Puck drops again here with Tyler Kemp taking the face-off, loses it to Fort Wayne, who dumps it deep behind the Toledo zone. And looks like Fort Wayne is holding it in down there. Here comes Toledo trying to break out of the zone. Derek Morgan finally does clear the puck and gives it right back to Fort Wayne. And we have an offsides called. So the first shot that is put on net goes in from Jamison Rose. Toledo looking for more. Wins the faceoff back to Brady Keurig, who tried to pass cross ice to Derek Morgan. Flipped it off the end of his stick. And Fort Wayne takes control. Sends it down the ice, and Egan's going to pick it up here in his own zone. Looks to pass left, fakes everybody out, and sends it to the right to Derek Morgan, who puts on a charge, cuts and across, tries to get in front of the net, but loses the puck. Regains the puck, sends it across to Egan right in the middle of the blue line. Egan decides to throw it back behind the Fort Wayne net where Tyler Kemp tries a somewhat of a wraparound shot. That fails. Ethan Vennerset now with the puck. Goes right back around the backside of the net, loses it. And Tyler Kemp does a spin around. Shot by Derek Morgan, couldn't get enough on it. Tried a forehand when he should have backhanded. And didn't get enough on that shot to bury it. He should have had a goal right there with a backhand like that. Another puck right in the crease that hopped over Tyler Kemp's stick, and Toledo cannot capitalize. Coming all the way back down into their defensive zone is Ben Egan with the puck, looking down ice for somebody to pass to. Nobody there, so he sends it back over to Derek Morgan on the far side. Morgan gets it into the zone all by himself, works his way around one defender, and puts a weak shot out there. Coming in off the bench is Bracken Buck, who tried to get a shot on goal, and it was knocked down in front. Brady Kirk sends one to the net. Small rebound, and goalie covers. 11:22 left here in the first period, with Toledo leading the shots on goal 6-0, and the scoreboard as well 1-0. Face off one back here to Bracken Buck, who then sends it over to the corner, but the only person there is the Fort Wayne Force. Fort Wayne clears the zone, and they bring it up, and here's that little number 10 again that we saw in the first game. Tries to push one through the legs of Brady Keurig and does so. Fans want an interference for his extracurricular play, but he's not going to get it. Puck comes all the way down into the Fort Wayne zone. No icing as there was a tip at the red line. Bad pass by the Force is going to give the puck to Brady Keurig, who then clears the zone. Fort Wayne waits for the zone to clear and gains entry. High shot to AJ, who blocks it back down into his own glove. So first shot on net for Fort Wayne comes at 10:36 in the first. Battle along the boards here in the Toledo zone. Broken up in one by Jamison Rose there. Hits the brakes, reverses direction. Sends it up the boards to David Ben. Takes it out of the zone. He's got Ridings with him, but the puck got a little bit too far out in front of him and he couldn't corral it. Body's up against the red line at center ice, and here comes a 2-on-1 if they move. Looks like Jamison Rose is bringing it in. Backhand shot, score! Puck came off the boards to Jamison Rose, and he immediately turned it up ice. What was a 2-on-1, and Jamison took it all by himself. Backhander somehow found its way past the Fort Wayne goalie. So we'll have another face-off here at center ice. Again, won by Toledo. Poke checked away there by the Fort Wayne Force defenseman. Gathered up by Jamison Rose and brought back into the zone here. Puck checked up along the sideboard there. And a back no-look pass from Ridings to Ben. Gets shot out of the zone by Fort Wayne. Brought back into the zone offside, though, is David Ben. Will have a whistle. Face-off one here by Fort Wayne. Immediately take it and put it into the Toledo zone. Not deep enough for icing. But whistle, I believe, as the puck hit something along its way out of the zone. It hit something on the bench, somebody's hand or stick. So we have a stoppage of play right there. Puck is dropped and taken by Brady Keurig. Skates around the backside of his net, looks for somebody to pass to. Tyler Kemp cannot handle the pass off the wall. And it comes back in behind the Toledo net. Keurig tries the same thing and leaves it against the wall. This time a little bit easier to handle for Tyler Kemp, who sends a saucer pass a little bit too far out in front of Morgan, where he races for it and can't quite get there before the Fort Wayne defense. Puck does then end up coming free to Ethan Van Herset, who sends it over to Tyler Kemp, and it gets deflected over into the corner. Kemp looking for somebody to pass to. And here's a puck out in front of the goal and gets broken up in a slap shot attempt to clear the zone by Fort Wayne, where Brackenbuck steps up, holds the puck in, and puts a weak shot across the crease that is touched by nobody. Oh, and a centering pass there by Derek Morgan off of Tyler Kemp's stick did not get redirected into the goal, but it was a nice try nonetheless. Puck gets sent to the Toledo defense, taken down the ice here by Ben Egan. Makes a move here at the blue line. And is up in the air. Here's the Fort Wayne forward, number 10 again, trying to break it into the zone, puts on the brakes and skates around a couple of guys, but can't get by everybody. Egan flips it over to Morgan. Morgan turns around to find a Fort Wayne defenseman right in front of his face. He loses the puck to him. He then sends a puck into the near side boards, where they hold the line. Puck once again behind the Toledo net. Toledo comes away with it here. Eric Morgan tried to play one off the boards, but he cannot get it out of the zone. Coming down the ice here now is Weasel, getting mauled by all sides there and loses the puck to 23 for Fort Wayne. Depew tried to chip it up to himself and just didn't get enough on it, so Leach will drop it back to Xander Kurt, his defenseman. Up here to Depew, Depew over to Leach, and bounces off his stick right to the right to the number 10 of Fort Wayne Force, who just sent a what looked to be harmless shot on goal that was misplayed by A.J. Cherokee, as it just went right underneath his glove. I don't know if he thought that was going to be more to the left and not on net, but it was on net and it went in. Makes the score 2-1. 6:47 left here in the first period. Leach wins the face-off back to Weasel. Weasel over to Gould. Gould tries to dump it into the zone, and it finds its way into the far corner. Fort Wayne takes control of the puck after a board battle there, sends it across the ice to the right winger, who tries to bring it in, hit the brakes a little bit too early, and has to dump it in to Toledo. And Kurt up the boards here to Weasel. Weasel gets it out to Depew. Depew almost got around the final man there, but lost it off the end of his stick. And Fort Wayne chips it up off the glass, where Kurt passed it back to Brady Couric, and Couric back out of the zone. Battle now along the boards. Here comes Weasel after a pinching defenseman knocked the stick out of his hand. And he tried to kick it, and the toe pick on his figure skates got him. And he wiped out. Anyways, here comes the puck. Not out of the zone yet for Fort Wayne, as Leach is battling there with three of the Fort Wayne defenders. And Fort Wayne decides to bring it up himself here. Coming in off the bench as Jamison Rose wipes out a couple of people like he's a bowling ball against bowling pins. Loses that off his stick. And puck is caught up on the backside of the net where nobody can play it, so the referee blows the whistle. Face-off won back by Fort Wayne, but taken by Ridings. Ridings down the left side there has Ben across from him here. He tries a centering pass. That ends up against the goalie's pads, and Jamison Rose hits one right off the outside of the post, as he picked up the loose puck in front and sent a shot right off that top left corner. Held in there by Ben Egan down to Rhino Ridings, who did not grasp that puck. Instead, Jamison Rose comes and sends it to Ben. Ben makes one move on his man, sends a shot that was blocked, and then Jamison Rose sent a shot that was deflected by the goaltender. And Ben had it right there. Everybody thought it was in, and the arms were up, but it was denied. Comes Couric over to Egan. Egan's just going to dump it into the zone here and give his forwards a chance to get after it. David Ben is the first man onto the puck. Tried to flip it over to Jamison Rose, but it hit a funny skate and went the other way. Here comes Fort Wayne now, but number 23 Davis coughed up the puck there as Jamison Rose takes it. That should have been a trip there. It's not called. Jamison Rose tried to get it deep in the zone for a change, and it just hits off one of the Force players' knee. And nothing. So it comes back to Ben Egan. Egan over to Keurig. Keurig tries to dump it down into Ridings, who takes the puck. He's tripped up, and they're going to get a call here for tripping, I believe, on number 36 for Fort Wayne. Yes, it is. So Toledo will have their first power play of the day. With 3:27 here left in the first period. It will be Morgan, Van Erset, Kemp, Kurt, and Gould. Puck comes out after the faceoff to Kurt at the point, who dumps it down to Van Erset, who's looking for somebody to pass to in front, tries to wrap around. And he's cheering. But referee blows it dead with his hands in the air, which means no goal. Ethan thought he had a goal there. I'm not sure if it went in or not, but referee says no. Hard to tell here from our angle, and none of the fans from the backside there were cheering, so we know Mike Rose and Weasel and Ben would have let us know, I think, if it went in. Anyways, back to the action. With Fort Wayne coming out, icing the puck here. Well, last year, that play right there would have been a fair icing. This year, not so much. Defense is now required to get the puck to the center red line before they let the puck go all the way down the length of the ice. Even on a penalty kill. So anyways, here's a puck drop. Van Erset with the face-off win. He went behind the net, centered it to Derek Morgan, who had a nice shot, but it was pad saved by the goaltender. And Derek Morgan on the back check there knocks his man off the puck. Got it pinned up against the boards here, and Derek Morgan comes away with it. So comes Toledo again here on the charge. Tyler Kemp goes off for a line change. Meanwhile, Derek Morgan attempted a shot on goal, but that shot was blocked by the defenseman for Fort Wayne. Here they come again with a length-long clear, which results in an icing. 48 seconds left in the minor, penalty to number 36 for tripping. Nothing Toledo. Here's the face-off with Jamison Moyers winning it back to Ben Egan. Ben Egan looks over to Rhino Ridings. Ridings to David Ben for a slap shot, and it's in! That was just like they drew it up, folks. I've been to a few practices, and that's exactly how that play is supposed to go. Face-off one back to Ben Egan, who sent it over to Rhino Ridings, who was lined right up for a slap shot and ripped it right over the goalie's shoulder and under the crossbar. 3-0 Toledo. I'm sorry, 3-1 Toledo. Beg your pardon. Back to the action here with Toledo up against their own boards. Clears it out of their own zone, but again, a pass behind Rhino Ridings from David Ben. They'd have a lot more breakouts if they could find that pass out in front of their own guy. Anyway, shot on net there. Nice block by AJ. And a good clear there by Jamison Rose. Egan gets his stick lifted as the Fort Wayne winger came from behind. Anyways, here's another bad pass out to the left wing of Toledo from Xander Kurt, and nobody could corral it. Ridings coming out of the zone here. Coaches are screaming, get it deep. He wants it deep in that zone so they can make a change. They've been out there for quite a while. Here's a penalty coming up again to the Fort Wayne Force, as they were not getting these calls in the first game, so they're a little bit perplexed as to why they're getting these calls all of a sudden now. So Ridings is going to go to the box as well, as he retaliated after being pushed down from behind, took his stick to the feet of the Fort Wayne player. So this is not going to be a power play to Toledo. Face off here taken here by Toledo. Leach dumps it into the far corner. Weasel gives chase, but the puck is wrapped around the near side. Gould pinches down to hold the puck in, and Fort Wayne gives it back to Toledo, who is accused of a hand pass, so the faceoff will come outside of the zone, outside of the Fort Wayne zone. Fort Wayne takes control off the faceoff, but quickly gives it right back up to Toledo. Toledo gives it right back to Fort Wayne, and Fort Wayne back to Toledo. Hughes looking for somebody to give it to there, and it kicks off the Fort Wayne player's skate. And line pass from Leach to Weasel does not work, so Toledo's got to get it back out of their zone, which they do right here. Apparently we don't have a javelin go right into the face of Weasel from the Fort Wayne player who thinks it's funny, number 91. And no high stick called. Not sure how. Because doesn't matter how you get hit with a high stick. It's always a high stick. So Weasel loses the jousting match, and no penalty called. Period one just came to an end with shots 15-3 Toledo, but the score is 3-1. He went back out. It's like Colby Wells is out there, Paul Cover, backstage. Back to the action here, and period number 2 just about to start. Where the Toledo Cherokee have a 3-1 advantage over the Fort Wayne Force. Referee's ready. Puck drops, and Toledo comes away with it here. Hayden Depew gets ridden off his by his man, and the puck ends up back with Brady Couric, who wraps it around the far side boards to Aiden Depew, who looks for Weasel, who's back out there. That's good to see after taking that hard shot to the face with the stick. Gets tackled down from behind there. Again, no call on that one either, as the referees are not seeing much game action here today. Either way, bad pass by Fort Wayne leads to a shot by Weasel. Weasel misses the net high and wide. Another pass knocked down by Leach, but the defense is outside of the zone and unable to hold it. Big scrum there in front of the high slot, and Fort Wayne comes away with it. Big 36 coming down the ice, and Brackenbuck stands him up, and as he loses the puck off the end of his stick, he's looking to center the puck here from behind the net, but it's taken away by Anthony Leach. Leach plays it up off the boards just to get it out of the zone. Weasel has it, passes it over. Another pass behind his intended target there of Aiden Depew. So we'll have a whistle here and an offside. Face off here just outside the Fort Wayne zone. Van Urset who wins it, but he wins it back to Fort Wayne, who ends up with the puck and takes off down the ice here. Number 10 does a little dipsy-do and shoots and scores. He just clawed his way past the defense and found a shot that just went over the goaltender A.J. Kirikis' shoulder. 3-2 Toledo. Only their fourth shot on goal, but they're making half of their shots they're taking so far. Not a good sign for Toledo. Face off here taken by Tyler Kemp. Goes around his man, leans back into him, tries to get a shot off, but it's puck is stolen off his stick by number 19. Ander Kurt then passes the puck up to Kemp, who can't handle it and loses it to number 66 for Fort Wayne, who clears the zone. It's going to go all the way down to AJ. Wasn't sure if that puck was going to make it down to him, but number 10 was coming charging hard, hoping that he could beat him to the puck, and AJ falls on it. Toledo's going to make a forward line change here, bringing out Rose, Ridings, and Ben to score 3-2. Fort Wayne takes the face-off as they try to dump it back down into the corner there, and a weak shot on goal to AJ. Puck is dropped and one back behind the Toledo red line. And finally taken by Jamison Rose, who sends a nice pass up to David Ben, but it was just a little bit too soft as the Fort Wayne defenseman stepped up and took it. Here comes Ben anyways. He comes out of the zone full head of steam, tries to go in and around his guys. Does so, but the puck ends up behind the net. Stays with the puck there, finds Jamison Rose and almost had a one-timer in there, but it was deflected away by one of the Fort Wayne defensemen. Rose with it, hits the brakes from behind the net there. Battling back and forth here with his man. As here comes the puck right out in front. Oh, and a shot point blank by David Ben is stopped by the goaltender there for Fort Wayne. Puck got all the way back out to the blue line, but held in there by Brady Couric. Ben again comes away with it. Gives chase here around the backside, tries a weak side pass in front of the net, but taken away there by Fort Wayne and given right back to Toledo at center ice. Puck is then brought back in here as Fort Wayne was leaving, but Toledo had some players in there. Again stolen away by Ridings. And here comes Fort Wayne again on the move. Number 10 was lining up to take a shot, and it was knocked off a stick by number 9, Brady Couric. Still retains the puck and tries to find something to do with it, but gives it right to David Ben, who now clears the zone. Gives it to Jamison Rose, who has a 1-on-2. Protects the puck, sends a weak shot on goal, and the goalie makes a stick save there. (11-11) here in period 1. Score 3-2. Shots on goal 17-5. Game's a little more even than the shots on goal would dictate, but Fort Wayne here wins the face-off, but quickly turns it over to Toledo. Toledo has a weak shot on net, and again covered up by the Fort Wayne goaltender. Face-off one here by Toledo, dropped it back to Brecken Buck. Gets a shot just wide. Puck comes out to the blue line to Ben Egan, who dumps it back in here behind the goal line of Fort Wayne. Comes back out to the blue line again, and Brecken Buck lines up another shot, but this time it's gloved down by the Fort Wayne goalie. Comes Toledo again off the face-off. Quick shot there. It's deflected away by the Fort Wayne goaltender, and the zone is cleared there by Fort Wayne. Leach passes it across behind Aiden Depew, who has to spin around and just dump it in. Weasel down in the near side corner on a battle there with his man, knocks his guy to the ground. A little redemption for being laughed at for taking the stick to the mask. Here comes Fort Wayne trying to break it out of the zone, but they cannot get it over the blue line. Here comes Aiden Depew with a backhanded try. The rebound was sitting right out there, but none of the Toledo guys could handle it. It comes all the way to the blue line where Brecken Buck dumps it back in. Aiden Depew tried to take it off the Fort Wayne stick. Weasel tried to take it off the Fort Wayne stick, and finally they do. Another shot coming in on goal, and it's stick saved by the Fort Wayne goaltender again. So a lot of these shots that are getting through they don't have much on them. At least not enough to get past their goaltender. So while they're racking up shots on goal, the score still remains the same, 3-2. Face off there, clears the zone by Fort Wayne as it splits the defenseman there. Brady Couric's going to run right around his backside of his goal, plays it off the boards to Tyler Kemp, who does end up clearing the zone. Here comes little number 10 again, looking for somebody to pass to. That pass broken up by Couric as it goes to the far side wall and taken by the defense for Fort Wayne. Ends up again behind the Fort Wayne red line with another battle in the far side corner. Taken out here by number 10, who's going to come and try a wrapper on it. It flipped right off the end of his stick, so crowd wants a hooking call or a tripping call on that, but he's not going to get it. Another centering pass not getting through for number 10 for Fort Wayne. Here comes Toledo breaking out. Kemp looking to make a nice pass across, but it's broken up there by Davis, number 23 for Fort Wayne. Davis again with the puck, zigs and zags, trying to find his way all the way through the defense, but cannot do so. There's a nice shot there by 23. Chested down to the ice by AJ, and then he falls on it. 8:21 here left in the second period. 3-2 Toledo. Here comes Toledo again, trying to clear the zone after they win the face-off, but it's taken away here by Fort Wayne. There's a scramble for the puck right out in front, and it's covered there by A.J. Cherokee. Comes the face-off drop here, and Ben comes away with it. Ridings guys a one-on-one here with number 36, 36 loses it himself at the blue line, and shot stopped there by the defense for Fort Wayne as Jamison Rose tried to pitchfork it into the zone. Zone is cleared there, and here comes Fort Wayne on the attack. 36 winds up for a slap shot, but it's pad saved away there by A.J. Cherokee. And Egan wraps it around the backside of the boards to try to get a reset here as Ridings tried to send the puck there in motion to Rose. Fans want a tripping call. They're not going to get it again. Here comes Rose. Rose over to Ben. Again, the pass behind Ben. He cannot get it in stride and gain any momentum, so here he comes by himself into the zone. Defense broke that pass up. Puck stolen away here by David Ben. He sends a puck there behind the net of Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne clears it then out to center ice to Xander Kurt. Kurt drops it over to Buck. Buck puts it in the zone there to David Ben. As here Jamison Rose comes away with it, slap shot. Doesn't leave the ice, and we get a patented Jamison Rose stick slam. Another puck here behind the net of Fort Wayne comes all the way around to Fort Wayne player. Xander Kurt then takes it off his stick, and he gets it taken off his stick. And Ben gets it taken off his stick. And Fort Wayne then loses it back to Toledo. Toledo desperately in need of a line change here as the forwards are gassed. They will get that here with the offsides call. Face off one by Fort Wayne, and they send it in before the red line. Apparently no icing called. Nobody seems to want to get a grasp of the puck down there. As Leach just took it away from his man. Here comes Depew. Depew has Weasel cutting down the center of the ice, but the play is somewhat broken up by Fort Wayne. Depew gets it back, sends a shot. That's blocker down and away by the Fort Wayne goaltender. Depew then comes away with it again. He's going to look for somebody to center. This is Leach. Leach puts a one-timer on net, but it hits the backside of somebody for Fort Wayne there in blue shorts. Comes the puck here now into the Toledo zone, which it's turned right around by Curick and out to Leach here at center ice. And I thought we'd have an offside call as Weasel was in there before the puck, but play continues. Curick sends a long pass down to Depew, who sends one over to Weasel. And just off the end of Weasel's stick as he could not corral that pass. Here comes Fort Wayne as they tried a centering pass, and it was unsuccessful. That centering pass ended up getting through, but it was deflected away by one of the Toledo defense. Now it's knocked down right in front of the net. Here comes a shot and score. Puck was bouncing around right there in front of AJ, and number 23 found it on his stick, and with that comes Fort Wayne's third goal. Comes another face-off one here by Fort Wayne, and they opt to dump it into the zone. Here comes Egan. Egan carrying the puck out, loses it off the end of his stick. And a shot from 23 there. Sails about 5 feet too high. 23 still going to work as the puck comes down right out in front of AJ Cherokee, who freezes play with the glove. 3-3 here with 3:44 left here in the second period. Looking for something from Toledo here as a slap shot gets all the way through the crease, and toe save there by AJ Cherokee again, who covers up. Toledo will go for the wholesale line change here. Puck is dropped one back here to the defense of Fort Wayne, who lost it off of his stick to Ridings. Ridings lost it off of his stick, and it is being ping-ponged around as Jamison Rose decides just to flip it in deep and go get it. Fort Wayne plays it up off the boards. Held in the zone there by Ben Egan and David Ben. Another scrum for the puck down there in the near side corner. Where Ridings had the puck and sent it back in behind the net, which it's taken there by Fort Wayne. Ben Egan gets his first shot of the goal on the day, only it's to his own goalie. Not a bad play though, and he put it on net with a very easily stopped puck, so the goaltender could freeze play. He'll tell you he knew what he was doing, but I guarantee he didn't. Either way, back to action here. Buck with the puck behind his own net. Sends it off the boards here to Ridings. Ridings sends a pass out behind Ben to the center ice, where Ben chips it in and gets after it. Jamison Rose right out there. He's got Ridings sitting out in front. Here's David Ben, shot blocked in by big number 66 for Fort Wayne, standing right in front of his way. There's the puck again. Slipped off the stick to Jamison Rose. Rose still tangling up with his man. Has to pick a stick up off the ice. And here's Rose there, and with the puck out into the front there, kicked around a little bit by Ben, and Fort Wayne comes away with it. We're going to get a tripping call here on Bracken Buck. After the 15 trips they missed against Toledo, they're going to get Buck for a trip here. Some days you have it, some days you don't, even if you're a referee. Fort Wayne will be on the power play here. They send out their crew, and Toledo counters with Van Ursed, Morgan, Egan, and Keurig. Puck is dropped one back to the point, and a weak shot tipped to Ben Egan, who sends it along the boards. We got a puck sitting right in front for number 21. Great save made by AJ, as everybody seemed to forget about that little guy, and he couldn't bury it. There he goes again, Fort Wayne, out to the point. Hard to handle, so he does a spinorama shot. Again, left him sitting wide open, and AJ makes 2 great saves again. This defense is forgetting about their backside, and they're letting guys get right into the crease. Another shot, stick saved away. Wraparound attempt, no good. Morgan comes away with it, looking to try to get it out of his zone. Cannot do so. Egan's on it. He can't get it from him. Here comes to Keurig. Keurig tries his luck at getting it off the glass and does so. Puck comes all the way out to center ice. Toledo could use a change here. Crossing pass from Fort Wayne is to nobody, but it comes back out here to the point. And get it over to number 36. Must be their guy that they want to shoot. Here comes 21, who tried to get it. Oh my God, and Ben Egan just scored on his own goal. The puck had come across harmlessly, and AJ Kirkus had knocked it down, and in a clearing attempt, the puck rolled off the end of Egan's stick and it went right into the net. And if you're a defenseman out there and you tell me that's never happened to you, or you've scored a goal on your own goalie, I'll call you a liar. Every defenseman's done it one time or another, whether it's a tip or a blatant misclear. So Egan has 2 shots on his own net. One of them went in. And the power play is over. Slight delay here as AJ, goaltender, his helmet is being tended to. We do have 21.8 seconds here left in the second period. Tough one there to take. Puck is dropped and finally taken away there by Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne brings it into the zone. It's a backhanded shot to the net. And it is sticked away by AJ. And here comes Toledo on a 3-on-2. 4 seconds left. Aiden Depew tried a shot on net that did not go. Got it back and put another one on, but it was sticked away. End of the second period, 4-3. we go back to the third period action, just starting away as Fort Wayne comes away with the opening face-off, but taken away quickly there by Jamison Rose. Rose wraps it around the backside of his net, coming to the near side boards, and it got hung up on the glass instead of going all the way around the near side boards, and ends up on the back of the net. So we'll have a face-off here. There we go, puck dropped. Fort Wayne sends it back behind the Toledo's goal. And the puck comes out right in front of the net, but taken away here by David Ben. Ben chips it into the zone, giving chase his Ridings. Ridings comes away with it. Ridings has his Rose right there in front. He tried to chip one right over the shoulder of the goaltender, which he couldn't do, as the goaltender made a pretty nice save. Here comes Fort Wayne on the counterattack. Bracken Buck comes through and knocks his guy down. Fort Wayne did get a shot off there, but it was harmlessly over the backside of the net. Here we go again on Toledo's side. Here comes Jamison Rose with the backhand flick. And nobody could corral that puck in the crease, with the exception of the goaltender, who poke checked it away out to the blue line. Blue line from there was an offsides. Another offsides right here, right after the face-off. And puck drop won by Fort Wayne. Nobody seems to want the puck, so here comes Tyler Kemp. Makes a move on one defenseman, gets around that backside. Put a shot on net that never left the ice and didn't look like it had much on it. He looked like he was trying to wind up on it, but was unable to do so. So here it comes again. Fort Wayne here on the attack. Shot there from the blue line, and at the very last minute, AJ lassos it into his glove. Puck is dropped, and here comes Derek Morgan, comes away with it, turns on the Jets, goes right around his guy, and comes away with the puck as well. Gets taken down there on the backside, and Fort Wayne's looking to clear the puck, and they do. Comes all the way down in the Toledo zone, where Brady Keurig takes it, looks up ice, makes his pass, and it's chipped along there by Vanderset. Into the zone of Fort Wayne. Toledo takes control. Either our guys need their skates sharpened, or these referees are missing quite a few tripping penalties. Here comes Toledo on the entry to the zone by Fort Wayne. Puck comes all the way back out now to the blue line, where shot goes way wide. Fort Wayne now in control of the puck. Toledo's trying to take it away, but they keep getting in their own way. Vanderset chips it out. Here comes Morgan. He's got Kemp on the far side, sends it down to him. Again, the pass is at his feet, and Kemp just has to dump it and change. Everyone changing here for Toledo, as the puck comes all the way down to them here at center ice. Cross pass from Kurt to Buck. Buck down to Depew. Depew over to Leach, but Leach was going the wrong way and couldn't catch up with the pass. Xander Kurt pinches up, laying a little bit of forward. And looks like we're going to have an icing here. 11 minutes, 1 second left in the game. 4-3, Fort Wayne. Off here, taken by number 10 for Fort Wayne, looking to move the puck up to 23 Davis. Handed pass is intercepted here by Buck. Buck makes his move, tries to go through the legs of the defenseman, and it's broken up there nicely by back check. Weasel centers the pass right out in front. And we're going to have a whistle and a penalty against Fort Wayne on little number 10. Toledo now goes to the man advantage for 2 minutes. Puck here is taken back by Ridings. Ridings right in the high slot, tries a little backhand flip. It's redirected there by David Ben. And the puck is in. There was a few sticks for Toledo jamming at that puck. And Rose came away with it. Somehow got it past the pads of the Fort Wayne goaltender. It's kind of hard to see. A lot of bodies looking down on the ice, and wasn't quite sure where that puck was, but that takes the power play off, but then also gives a goal to Toledo. A shot there from the far side. Had his stick saved there by AJ, and a little extracurricular activity after the whistle. Puck is dropped back into the far corner there as Toledo comes away with it, clears the zone, looks for Rose. Rose goes left and right around his defenseman, and then we're going to have a tripping penalty here as Fort Wayne touches up. So another power play here for the Cherokee, as Rose had somewhat of a breakaway as he got around his man, and the only way he could stop him was to haul him down. It'll be Kemp, Van Herset, Morgan, Kurt, and Egan. That comes up the boards here to Egan, who takes it around his guy here. Looks to center the pass, but the pass is given right over to Fort Wayne. Waiting there at center ice was Van Herset, who intercepted it but lost it off his stick. And here comes Fort Wayne into the zone. That shot almost did some damage as it hit the butt end of AJ's stick. Here comes Egan bringing it in the zone. He gets it deep. Toledo's getting the puck deep, but they're not going after it with the aggression that they should, as Fort Wayne gets it right back out to center ice. Nice play by Egan there as he was on his butt, and speedy number 10 would have been off to the races had he not chipped the puck back to Xander Kurt. Kurt then get the puck out to Morgan, who gets it over to Van Herset. Van Herset gains his own and comes up behind the Fort Wayne net, looking for a jam shot from around the backside, and nobody there. And more extracurriculars after the whistle. 4-4 here in the third period, 8:52 left. Dropped here, sent around the near side boards by Fort Wayne and held in by Gould. Gould over to Rose. Rose is going to hit the brakes, line up for a shot that ends up a foot off the ice, but it's pad saved away there by the Fort Wayne goalie. Centering pass by Ridings is intercepted there by number 36 here for Fort Wayne. He chips it off the boards, goes around his man, lines up for a slap shot, doesn't get all of it, and AJ sticks it to the side. Here comes Keurig. Here comes Keurig. Keurig gains the zone. Takes it around the backside. David Ben hangs out and plays defense while Keurig is behind the net. Keurig keeps going for the puck. Keurig comes back out to switch with Ben on the defensive end. Rose sent the puck in, and there's some miscommunication between him and Ridings as Ridings passed it to the other team. Keurig tried to bank one off the boards, but it was stopped there by the defense of Fort Wayne. And a harmless shot on goal stopped by AJ. That'll do it for the power play. So we're back to 5-on-5. Shot sent from the point, almost redirected right into AJ, but got around him. Here comes again, another shot, ends up in the glove of AJ Keurig. Here comes another shot from the point off the face-off by Fort Wayne. Does not get through. Weasel takes it away and gives a nice pass to Depew in stride. Depew comes into the zone, tries to get around his man, and is unable to do so. Battle along the boards there, but Fort Wayne comes away with it, gives it to their man at the blue line, and here's a 1-on-2, which is broken up nicely by Bracken Buck. Another couple of blind passes there that get nowhere, but it ends up on Leach's stick. Leach looks over to Depew again. Depew stops skating, otherwise he'd have that puck in full stride again coming into the zone. Puck exited and entered the zone with a Toledo player in it, so we're going to have an offside whistle. 6:47 left here in the game. Face-off won by Van Herset, but he won it back to Fort Wayne, so here comes the attack of Fort Wayne. Number 36 lines up for a slap shot, hits his own player in the leg, who Cherokee will thank for that later. Ethan Van Herset cannot corral the puck there as he's spinning around there on the far side. Puck comes to the near side wall. Going back to the Fort Wayne defense, who gives it over to Egan. Egan looks for Kemp, who plays it off of his skate and tries to get it in the zone. Keurig was met there by number 81. Takes it in his own zone and gets the puck back out. Here comes Kemp. Kemp on the far side has Van Herset across the way. Kemp shoots and scores. Tyler Kemp comes in the zone. Had an option to pass, but chose to shoot. And he chose the right option. As Toledo now leads 5-4. 5:40 left in the game. Here comes Fort Wayne back on the attack, trying to corral the puck. They have it in the danger zone and cannot do anything with it. Backhanded around the boards by Rose to Ben. Ben missed it, and it came off to the Fort Wayne player, who sent one high and wide on the net. Here comes Rose again. Rose looking to get around his man and does. Takes a weak shot that flutters, and it is sticked away by the goaltender for Fort Wayne. David Ben was looking for somebody to give that puck to, but couldn't find anybody, and here comes Fort Wayne again. Puck is lost there to Xander Kurt. Kurt does a little dipsy-do move off the back of the Toledo net and gets the puck out. There's the puck again here at David Ben's feet. David Ben kicks it into overdrive, comes down the right side, puts a shot on net. We got a few more pushes and shoves after the whistle. Here we go, 4:36, 5-4 Toledo over Fort Wayne. Face off here, won by Fort Wayne and taken quickly away by Toledo. Back to Fort Wayne, back to Toledo, and up and out of play again into the Fort Wayne bench. Puck drop there, tied up by Leach, tied up his man, gives the puck to Depew, but Depew loses it here to 36 for Fort Wayne. He comes down the ice and is poke checked away there by Buck and lost it off his stick all the way down to the Toledo goaltender. Puck dropped, and it's in between the defense for Fort Wayne, and they prevent it from leaving the blue line or leaving the zone, but it's taken down now by Weasel. Held in the zone there by Leach, giving to Weasel again, as Weasel's trying to buy a little time by pinning that puck up against the boards. Here comes Fort Wayne again. They love that long stretch pass, and we're going to be way off sides. And the face-off will be right outside the zone. Toledo switches lines up here, and they have Van Urset, Kemp, Egan, Couric, and Morgan. As the puck is won back here to Couric, sent over to Morgan. Morgan gets it down and out of the zone, but taken there by Fort Wayne and given over there to Toledo. Toledo up to Egan. Egan tries to gain the zone, gets it knocked off his stick. Here comes Fort Wayne. Somehow we had a breakdown in defense, and here comes Fort Wayne with the pass across the 10-10, shoots it wide right. They looked up, and it was just our defenseman coming in from a line change. There's another shot. And this one's covered by AJ. Three minutes left here in the third period. 5-4 Toledo. Toledo bench once. Penalty to Fort Wayne as they are getting a little feisty after the whistle blows, and AJ Caracas is getting demolished down there. Either way. Face-off one by Fort Wayne. Taken here by Toledo. Dumped into the zone by by Van Herset. 2:44 left on the clock. Time is precious here for Toledo. All they have to do is either score a goal or burn the clock. They tried to score a goal there with Kemp, but he fell down. Taken down by his man. Another trip, and they're not calling anything here against Fort Wayne unless it's absolutely blatant. They're going to get Van Herset on a retaliatory penalty. They're going to get Van Herset. With a roughing penalty. So, Fort Wayne will be on the power play, 2 minutes, 23 seconds. Toledo will have to step it up here pretty heavily here. Here's Rose. Rose wins the faceoff. Dangles around his guy. Can't seem to find the puck as it comes to Ben's stick. He got a shot off, but not a very good one. Here comes that puck. Should have been an icing, and it is. .204 left in the game. .141 left on the Ethan Van Herset minor penalty. Puck was won back to Egan, who sends it all the way back behind the net of Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne breaking out, full head of steam there. Number 10 tries to come in. He's mauled. Play is going to be stopped then by AJ there as he covers the puck at 1:45 left in the game. Face off in Toledo zone. One back there to the point. And a shot deflected, and it's in. Shot came from the point right off the face-off, and it was knocked down and redirected as AJ had a beat on the initial shot, but not the redirect. Again, power plays, power plays, power plays. Now, Toledo's going to look to get that lead back. Here comes Rose, gains his own, goes around his man, dips-a-doo, takes a shot. And it is knocked down by the Fort Wayne goaltender. .129 left in the game, 5-5 tie. Puck here taken by Fort Wayne. Stolen away by Ridings. Then back to Fort Wayne. Now Fort Wayne is going to go behind their net to try to get it. Puck comes out to the blue line, taken here by Egan. Egan lines up for a shot that's tipped by the defense of Fort Wayne that came out to challenge him. And then there's a puck that was given right back to Fort Wayne by Ben Egan. But he's going to have a one-on-one there with Brady Couric. Too many Cures. Here comes a wraparound try that's not going to get through. But there's one right there. 49 seconds left here in the game. 5-5 tie. The puck is sent deep into the Toledo zone, back around their net. Xander Kurt comes around with it. Runs into a jam there of Fort Wayne players. Here he comes. Looking for somebody to pass to, and he does, but he can't handle the pass. Number 23. Another shot that goes wide of the net and behind the Toledo goal. 23 seconds left. Xander Kurt lined up to try to rip it out, and he just lost it off his stick. Number 10 with a shot right into the glove of A.J. Cherokee. 16 and a half left. 5-5 tie. Again, Fort Wayne on the face-off win. And again, A.J. Cherokee with the stop on a shot from the far wall. 11 seconds left in the game. Puck is dropped. Scramble for it at the feet. Comes away with it as Fort Wayne. They tried to shoot it on net, and they just scribbed one up there. Mini fight breaks out. Here we go, 5 seconds left in the game. Ties his man up, puck is dropped. Nobody can get a stick on it. Here it comes behind the net where Egan's going to corral it, and that's going to do it for the game. 5-5 tie. Toledo and Fort Wayne.